I'm Michael Schwartz, President, Founder, and Formulator of Michael's Naturopathic Programs. As a supplement company, all of my supplements evolved out of my years of doing nutritional counseling. And I work under the one fundamental belief: the body is the healer. But in order for the body to come to balance and harmony, homeostasis, you need to give the body what it requires in meaningful amounts. So to that end, and because I understand the way the body works, this is one of the reasons why I'm able to guarantee all of my products to give an effect or a result within 3 weeks, or you can get your money back. Life is really simple when you know what you're doing. Today, I would like to talk to you about cardiovascular health. One of the concerns that ran in our family was blood pressure. And so when I examined blood pressure and looked at it, blood pressure is regulated by what is called a negative feedback system. And so with that understanding in mind, when I formulated blood pressure factors, I took all of those considerations into the formulation. For instance, blood pressure is regulated by, as I said, a negative feedback system. The way that works is you have nerve endings in your arterial walls that sense when the pressure goes up or down, sends a message to your brain. Your brain in turn sends electrical impulses down your nerves to tell the cells that make up the muscles to relax and for the heart to slow down. Thus, that helps you to maintain proper levels of blood pressure. And I also utilize herbs like hops and valerian, which are great nervines, and they have a classical use as just that, a nervine, something to help keep you kind of mellow. And so by utilizing those kinds of nutrients and feeding your body what it requires, your body will maintain healthy blood pressure levels, because your body is what fixes everything. You just got to give it what it requires. Another concern in the cardiovascular arena is cholesterol issues. So in our family, we all watch our diet, number one. And number two, I actually created a product called Cholesterol Metabolism Factors, again, for some of my cousins, because it was important that we all maintain proper levels of cholesterol. So instead of using red yeast rice, which works like a statin drug, or a statin drug, we use choline, inositol, methionine, lecithin, unsaturated fatty acids. Why? Because all of those emulsify or dissolve fat and cholesterol. And that's really what you want to do. You want to maintain proper cholesterol levels because you need cholesterol. However, there's a universal teaching: excess leads to rejection. So we want to be able to maintain that. Another vital thing from a health point of view, which is what I'm about, is detoxing and cleansing. Now, a lot of people think that detoxing and cleansing are the same. They are not. Detoxification is a biochemical transaction. It requires iron, zinc, manganese, molybdenum. Cleansing, on the other hand, is a muscular transaction. So, and you already have a detoxing program going on. If not, you'd be septic and dead. Really simple, right? However, because of the American diet, and depending upon what you're eating, if you're not eating organic foods, then you're bringing chemicals into the system, which can corrupt the body. So there is an absolute need for a detoxification process. And by supporting that process, you end up helping yourself actually to have a healthier body, for the simple reason that you're eliminating the toxins that would end up corrupting your cells. So keep in mind, detoxification is biochemical, cleansing is muscular. How? Because it takes respiration, urination, perspiration, and defecation. Those are the 4 channels upon which you depend upon to get toxins out of your system. And all of those are muscular driven. So keep in mind, look at the diet, make sure you're diminishing the amount of toxins coming in. It will give you a longer, healthier life, assuming you're taking supplements as well. So keep that in mind. Last but not least, I would like to bring up is adrenal health. And the reason for that is that so many of us are under stress on so many different levels. And one of the things that stress does, it actually compromises your minerals like calcium, magnesium, and zinc. It also taxes your adrenal glands. When your adrenal glands become taxed, a couple of different things occur. One, the ability to regulate blood pressure because of the stress and the loss of the nutrients Well, that can get out of hand. Another thing is the immune system. When your adrenal glands are exhausted, your immune system comes down. Last but not least, one of the roles of your adrenal glands is to monitor the sugar in your blood. When the sugar gets too low, it tells the liver to release glycogen so that you have fuel for the cells. So, what's the ideal thing to do? What are the most important nutrients for the adrenal gland? I use them in my stress formula and what I call the Adrenal Xtra energy formula. And they are pantothenic acid and vitamin C. The beautiful thing about pantothenic acid and why it's so wonderful for the body is twofold. Number one, actually it's more than twofold, it's probably fourfold. First off, from an energy point of view, pantothenic acid becomes coenzyme A, which stimulates the Krebs cycle, which is where your energy is produced. Pantothenic acid also becomes pantothene through another chemical transaction, and pantothene helps to lower your cholesterol. Pantothenic acid from another chemical transaction becomes betaine hydrochloride. So it's fabulous for your digestion, not to mention the fact that you need betaine hydrochloride to carry calcium ions into the bone to prevent osteoporosis. So you can begin to see how the body is an integrated mass and that pantothenic acid is vital, especially for the adrenal glands, because if you were to dissect your adrenal glands, you would find it's loaded with pantothenic acid and vitamin C. Now, the difference between the stress formula and the energy formula, quite honestly, the energy formula is much stronger. I actually put that together for myself after an iridology reading, and the woman I went to told me I had a lot of stress. Go figure, who would have stress in today's world? At any rate, I formulated it's higher in pantothenic acid than vitamin C. Another issue with the adrenal glands, especially if you're a guy or a girl, hormones. One of the roles of the adrenal glands is it manufactures the precursors that become your hormones. So having good adrenal health could also help you in terms of estrogen and testosterone production. In fact, along those lines, I've actually created a product called Testosterone Factors that when combined with the Adrenal Xtra formula, people are seeing amazing results very quickly. And again, everything I do is guaranteed to give an effect or a result. Why? Because I know that the body will heal itself provided you give it what it requires in meaningful amounts. Thank you so much for your attention this afternoon. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate working with the Clark family. The Clark Nutrition Centers have always been a place where you can go and find help. For whatever your concerns may be, Clark's will have an answer for it. In fact, we've been a part of the Clark's family for the last 30 years. So look for all of my naturopathic programs throughout their supplements section. And I guarantee you, you will enjoy the results and the effects you get from utilizing my products. Thank you so much for your time.